no other competition in an amateur tournament that compares to this. I mean, it's the highest level. It's always, you're pushing for every pin because you need to get it to the, move on.
Just finished a heck of a match. We had Dave Langer versus Mike Schmidt. We had a match from 236 to 225. I think this next match might be the match of the year for here at North Hill Bowl. Our local Matt Smallin, bowling a lot of tournaments this year, been doing very well, been practicing a lot on the practice sessions we've had. The tournaments we've had with the shot down, he's been here for every one of them. And Mike Schmidt, I mean, Mike Schmidt is solid. He's been throwing a good ball all day long. I think this might be the match.
Oh, and the crowd's waiting for it. They know the electricity's high, and these two will put on a show for you, I'll tell you.
So they're going to shake hands, and looks like Mike Schmidt is going to start.
Okay, on the left lane.
In the left lane, yep.
Get ready for this one. This is going to be a fun one.
These guys were...
They're both animated, and they both like to get into the bowling.
Like we said earlier, they were the top two going into Game 12. They bowled against each other.
Right, and there was a huge crowd watching them.
Yeah, it was a very good match.
I don't have the 11th game on there.
Mike also wanted me to remind everybody that he's a pro shop operator in Winnipeg. So so
he must drill all his own stuff.
Drills all his stuff. No wonder he comes with 12 balls. Huh?
Right. Why wouldn't he? Already got that one out. Coming in. All right.
We're starting off with a match here.
Yeah. He knew that ball was good off his hand.
Yeah.
Matt Smallin, little Matt, should I say? He has been a member of the PBA, the Professional Bowling Tour. He tried it out for a while last summer and into the last winter, and he took 20th in a regional championship tournament, and he's taken 2nd and 4th in the PBA regional. And he was a member of the Professional Bowlers Tour, and he just kind of, I think he just come back and found a job, and he's what you call a bowling outlaw. He loves to bowl.
He loves to bowl. He
loves to bowl.
We've talked about it for the last 2 days. He comes and he bowls all the practice sessions. He has all these balls. He knows exactly what they're going to do on the oil pattern. He is very focused.
Comes out of the ball hard, swings it hard.
All right, first one came a little high.
A little high.
Caught a little break. They're out of trouble on left a 6-pin. But those first couple balls might be a little nerves. He
is a nervous person.
He does look a little nervous.
He kind of holds his emotions inside, but he is a nervous
little
person.
tense on the first shot.
He uses a hard ball. He'll move left and shoot right at the spare.
He did, make a TV show in Bismarck or in Mandan 2 years ago, I believe. So he has been bowling on TV before.
He wanted me to mention this, and it is kind of a funny, ironic deal, but he's a pro wrestler, I guess. You wouldn't think for his size, but with his animation and everything. So, and what did you say, Jeff was a member of his? What was it, Northern Outlaw Wrestling?
Yeah, it's Northern Outlaw Wrestling that they do.
Okay.
They do it. It's a local group here in town.
Right.
Last night we had our banquet after the first 8 games for qualifying. We did a Calcutta. We announced the top 36, and actually Matt Smallin couldn't be there last night because of wrestling. So he is an avid bowler, but he is also an avid wrestler, and he has a lot of fun doing what he does.
He come up to me and he says, "Popsy, you got to mention this, that I'm a pro wrestler." So I told him that's for him.
Both of you guys bowl in league with Matt Smallin.
Right.
His mentality from the tournament.
Oh, he's very tough competitor.
In league bowling, he's just as serious as he is during the tournaments.
You ain't kidding. Even open bowling.
Yep. When he comes up, he doesn't screw around.
No.
He practices his game. He practices probably, what do you say, Jeff, about 5 days a week?
7.
7 days a week. Yeah, he's here every day pretty much.
Mike's on a strike here. We'll get back to the match at hand. If he carries on 36 here, I think he'll get a turkey.
All right, there he is.
There he is.
Seems to be he's playing a little bit of a tighter line on 36 as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if either of you noticed it. It was just pointed out to me that Matt used 2 different balls. He used a different ball on both lanes. That
is he?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's been watching. He threw his first ball in warm-ups, I suppose, and didn't like it on the one lane, liked it on the other, so he made an adjustment. That's why these guys carry so many balls around.
And Matt can play all the lines too. He can play
Yes, he
inside.
can.
He can play gutter. He can do all the lines. He's practiced all the lines.
Right, and that's what he does when he comes up to
Right,
practice. He
that's
does.
right.
He practices every line.
Right.
It doesn't matter if it's fresh oil or burned up lanes.
No.
He still wants to
In
bowl
fact,
on
he
it.
drives to some of these small towns that have lanes and bowls just to see how
Just
they
try
how
something
his ball
different.
reacts. I believe Mike's going to get a turkey here.
A little tight. All right, it's a
Beautiful
good
ball.
shot.
I think he might have got away with that one a little late.
I think he thought it was going to be a
Yeah.
little late also.
All right, Matt Smallin back on 36, working on his strike. He didn't seem very nervous in Game 12. He knew what he needed to do to beat Mike Schmidt. They were 3 pins separated after Game 11 today. So the winner got a plus 30. We do a system on Sunday that the winner of the matches get 30 pins. So he jumped ahead of him quite a bit after Game 12, but there was 3 pins separating these 2 bowlers after Game 11.
Good
There's
left.
a better shot.
All right, there it is.
There
All
it
right.
is. There's a little animation.
All right.
He came off the ropes on that one.
Yeah.
He did just threw the ball the first ball on that lane 36. Now he's throwing the same ball on both lanes.
Is he?
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe he was just trying something. Maybe it's early in the match where maybe he didn't like what he saw on 36 earlier. I would say within the next 10 years that Matt Smallin will have a reputation very similar to Mike Schmidt.
Oh, he does.
I think
right now, in North Dakota, a lot of people beg him to bowl. He goes to the Nationals and the Masters,
and he's proven it this weekend.
he's not
20
going to hurt
games,
you if you
top
pick him up for a
qualifier.
team.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't like it. Little light.
Ooh, he left
Yep. Little light.
He
He
knew
didn't
it
like
off
that
his
off
hand.
his hand.
Yep. There, he's a little bit quicker on the approach, but he does get himself set, moves his arms around a little bit.
Ooh, he almost laid that down a little early.
Got away with one there. All right, so Matt Smallin gets away with one there, set it down a little early, hooked on him, but the spare is the spare. It doesn't matter how it looks. It all looks the same on the screen. I got Mike Schmidt on 36 going for a ham bone, going for a 4-bagger. This would be a big shot for him. I would say he'd stay that same tight line he played last time on 36.
The same thing here. If he strikes on 36, he's going to strike on 35.
He's very comfortable on
Yes,
35.
he is. He's real comfortable on 35. The 6-pin went right around the 10 and carried it last time a little high, about halfway up on the 10-pin. So 36 has got a little different pin reaction. Good lift.
Good lift. Got the ball out a little bit.
Ooh.
Shaker
Leaves a
7.
7-pin.
All right. And he knows it.
Yeah.
Come back, make the adjustment a little bit.
So we have a 10-pin match. Moves right, throws a hard ball right at it.
We were talking earlier, I think it was in the last match, or between matches, I guess, during the commercial break, about all the patches that he wears on his shirt.
Yeah.
Whether they're sponsors of his or just companies that he uses and he recognizes them. But he is full of patches. He's got hammered turbo ebonite.
Right.
But being a pro shop operator, he has access to all those companies, gets to know all those companies. And when these guys are this good, they want to throw their equipment.
That's right.
There's a reason these guys pick these bowlers up, and they want them to throw their stuff. So.
And then when they're bowling good, then everybody wants to buy their equipment. That's just the same way here in Minot.
Exactly.
The good bowlers, they watch them and they say, "What are you throwing?" And then pretty soon you see you're drilling 4 or 5 balls just from one person throwing a ball.
And even if they throw it 100% different, it doesn't matter to them.
That's right.
They're throwing the same ball at the top bowlers in Minot.
Yeah, it's psychological. Just like golf clubs.
He's going to come back on 35 in a
He'll strike on 35.
He's been throwing a great ball on 35. He's posing.
Great.
He's standing there.
Yeah, he gets a great reaction.
35 is his lane.
Right. Okay, Matt needs a double. He needs a strike in the 5th and 6th. Matt, excuse me.
Matt is, visualizing a shot, thinking about what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Maybe thinking about that shot on 35. Why didn't I carry on 35? Why was I a little weak?
If Matt doubles here, he'll get a little animated. You watch. He's just waiting right now. He's a little tight, and he wants to get that extra break.
He's going to get a double to get loose.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe I don't think it's nerves. He's been throwing a good ball. That last one, he just got out a little far. So
if he gets a double,
he might do that run out that we were talking about earlier.
There's a good shot.
Good ball.
Perfect shot.
That's the Matt Smallin ball that we know.
He posed at the line and everything there, Rory.
Yep.
Now we could have the run out here.
He swung that ball a little bit on 35 last time. He'll make a little bit of an adjustment, whether it's with his follow through or his feet.
35's a little touchier for him. It's grabbing a little bit on him, and it's grabbing a little quicker on his ball. So he's going to take an extra second here. He stepped back. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely thinking about the shot.
That's right.
What
he knows this
last
is a big
time.
shot right here.
Doesn't look like he made much of an adjustment, though.
No, I think
looks like he's very similar to where he was last ball.
If he gets this one, he'll give us a little arm shot.
He's posing.
Oh, all right, there he went a couple lanes anyway.
All right. Matt Smallin with a big double in the 5th and 6th.
Okay, now Mike's working on a strike. He knows what he has to do. I knew this would be a good match. I
did also notice that Matt Smallin has a choice. He is making Mike finish on lane 36.
He did,
huh?
Yeah.
I caught that last year, that there was a little hang area on 36.
There again, it's a $2,000 difference.
Oh, definitely.
$5,000, $3,000. That's a big deal.
People asked me. In fact, they were asking me. Some people today. Would you rather be the top qualifier? Would you rather come up through the bracket and through the seed? And I just say I'd just as soon be the top bowler and you're guaranteed second. So
right, exactly. These the added games. They bowled 8 games yesterday, 12 today. Guy gets wore out after a while.
Like Dave, he caught a couple 10 pins.
Ooh.
Oh boy, he held
Kicked the 10 out of there on that one.
Another big double.
10-pin match. Exactly 10 pins.
Smallin's 9 spare in the first is the difference.
Right.
And he made the adjustment after that.
Now this is Mike's good lane here. Look at that routine he goes through, almost the same. Takes a little breath.
And there's a reason he's a champion.
Yeah,
two-time champion.
And notice he calms down all his muscles when you do that, when you take a breath. Now he squares his shoulder. Watch him square his shoulder. See that?
A couple times there. It's got to feel right.
Looks good.
Beautiful shot. All right. What's he wearing on his pointer finger? Is that just tape?
I think it might be one of them rubber things that you can buy.
Yeah,
you can buy a little insert to put on your right finger.
Okay, just to get a little more rotation
instead of wearing
on the
that
ball.
glove, right?
Okay,
There's a glove that has that on it too.
Okay, so he's just looking for a little more rotation on the ball.
We got ourselves a match here.
Matt Smallin's going to take his time.
Great crowd. Great crowd.
And I think the local kid sure helps it. A lot of these kids a lot of people in the crowd are good friends of Matt, and they bowl with Matt.
A lot of knowledgeable crowd, too. They know what's going on. He lifted it. He's going to set.
All right.
Beautiful shot.
There it is.